it really is worth maintaining that.
Right. Yeah, probably the biggest change that has happened there was because of the power companies coming through with the power lines, that easement there. They've come through periodically and they kind of clear everything out to prevent things from growing up. But otherwise, we typically don't do too much there except for maybe some drainage issues. Or just, obviously you need to keep some distance from the path so it's not overgrown. But I think typically we would, I think it's a good suggestion, and we typically don't mess around with it too much.
Yeah. The only other place that has quite a few native plants is Lake Lynn. So, you know, if you want to take your kids to look at those, you know, they could find a lot of those somewhere.
I wonder if it would be helpful if between the two of you, maybe you could document something and we could put it in the newsletter as far as what's available.
I probably still have some.
We might still have some of it that was a couple of
and
years
maybe
ago.
People could,
and different plants, of course, come up at different times of the year.
Right. But
she was studying them back then. I don't know if we'd even remember them now.
No,
but
I might have some in a file.
We might have something on it. But
do you think that might be a helpful
it's
thing?
a fun thing to just take your kids out and look at this stuff and try to identify it.
Yeah.
And the NC State has a pretty big database on native plants to the area, you know.
That's it made me think about this, not necessarily related, but something that some homeowners did. It's been a few years now. Was a creek cleanup, and they all got together and they just put on the big boots and stuff and just tried to clean up a lot of the debris and things that got into the water in Sycamore Creek. And but again, it's a nice thing from. It's in our backyard. It's part of our neighborhood. It's nice to
actually probably see a group once a year come through the path. They still do it.
I think there may be some Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts that do something.
Or something for school where they have their community project for school.
Right.
They come through.
Well, her professor was actually really pleased with her project because she got all of her plants, which I think you had to have, what, about 50 plants
Yeah, there
or
were
something?
a lot of them.
Yeah, and she got all of them in our subdivision or at Lake Lynn.
And a lot of people went to like special.
Right, went to the Duke Gardens
Yeah.
and all those sorts of places, and she got all of ours, you know, all of it right there. Yeah.
Any other last comments or questions? All right. Well, I appreciate you showing up.